about the birthing process and how they tricked you in from being a citizen instead of being a people. And it says, we the people, not we the citizens. Period. You know, all ships are named after females. Ships give birth at the dock. Your mom gave birth at the dock. You know, the man manufactures, the female delivers. Your mom had contractions, put you under a secret contract because of the secretions in your body. It's a whole nother video. And then she goes down to the dock, contractions, and she goes to the maternity ward, which automatically makes you a ward of the state. You know, it's a foreign embassy. Hospitals are built on foreign embassies. As foreign embassies, it's just a bonding service. It's a bonding warehouse. It's what a hospital is. You know. And then you come down the birth canal, water. You have a navel, your belly button, all water. You're not birthed. You're not birthed. You arrive here. You arrive and depart. They give you the all capitals name, the birth certificate, and you should get a certificate of live birth, not a birth certificate. You know, and your mom signs it. It doesn't say mother on there. It says informant. You're informing the government that you created a new product. Two people have come together as a partnership and created a product under maritime admiralty law. And they post a new arrival in a newspaper. Dad has 45 days to claim his property because the mom gave you away, pretty much. The trickery at the hospital, you know. It's what everybody just does what they're told. They don't ask questions. They don't look into anything. It's just a trick, you know. You can't blame anyone. That's how they make you a documented worker. They steal your inheritance, you know. You can't pay bills, you know. You only discharge a debt. What? It goes back to a whole other video about electricity, you know, another currency that they use against you. Your account, your AC count, the positive, and then Washington, D.C., the negative, how they steal your energy through the fruit of your labor. And they post a new arrival in a newspaper, nobody claims you, so they declare you lost that seed, you know, so they can take your $6.5 million that you're born here with. And then every year, just for being a people, you get a kickback, you know, like save this whole nation, put a roof over it as a mall or something, you know. Every dollar they make, you know, this is your land. They're supposed to be paying rent to you, but they flip that on you, you know. Everything they sell from our land, we're supposed to get a kickback. It says $30,000 minimum, you know. The last 2 to 3 years, you know, United States of America has made enough money to kick back every people $1 million, every person $1 million, all of us. You know, it's supposed to go into your account. It went into your account, but they use it because they made a bond out of your birth certificate. Stocks and bonds. Stocks is you just put your arms and your head into stocks, and bonds we know are handcuffs. You know, nobody asks questions. They just salute the general and just go right on doing what they're doing. They don't, you know, spending time every day at work while their offspring's at a school being taught by people they just want them to submit and not ask questions, you know. You should be teaching your babies, you know. But they gave you that birth certificate, put you on their citizenship, you know. You gotta ask questions. We're gonna go over how they're using magic on you in the courtroom. The magistrate, he's not a judge. He's really an administrator, but his title is magistrate. They're using magic on you. You know, if you want to talk to the dead, you have an all capitals dead man name, straw man, voodoo doll name. So if they want to speak to you, you got to raise the dead to speak to them. So all rise, and then you raise the dead and you speak to them. If you're not there, if you're not present, then he summons you from the dead. You know, like Mickey Mouse was summonsing Fantasia. You don't go to court, but if you are in there, you need to challenge the name. You need to ask for proof of jurisdiction, because if they have jurisdiction over you, if you injured somebody, there'd be an injured party. Is there a man or woman present that has a claim against me? And if they have jurisdiction over you, it'll say the people versus your name, or what you're called. If they don't have jurisdiction over you, it'll say the state versus your all capitals name. And the state is a corporation. They can't do anything to you. They're fictional. They don't exist. It's fake. It's their reality. You're consenting to it, but just by going in there, the maximum of law is the presence of the body corrects the flaw in the name, which is their maxims. These are their rules. They have to follow the rules. You have to understand they can't step outside of the box. It's karma. As long as you're consenting to it, they can do whatever they want to you. And you consent just by saying you're that all capitals name. That's their name. That's their entity. That's what the entity in the word identity is. They created that for you. That's the second creation. He's going to ask you, if you go in there, he's going to ask you if you're the agent, which is what you are. If you accept the birth certificate, you're either an agent or an administrator. So you can be the administrator. It's what cap you wear in there. Because you've been captured under capitalism with an all caps name. You are captive in this country. When you know it's a nation. It's nation. NA is salt of the earth. You go by the laws of the land, not the laws of the sea. Mer, it's merchant, merchandise, mermaid, consumer, commercial, customer. It goes on and on and on and on. The police, they're mercenaries. They send to collect because you said you was a foreigner by accepting a birth certificate. It says you came over here on a ship and joined their citizenship when you're actually from here, from this land. This is your land. You inherited it, But just don't go in there. I wouldn't go to court. That's their game, Basketball is played on in court. Tennis is played on in court. It's a game, man. They're running a game all over you with words. It's just, are you representing yourself today? No, I am myself. I can't represent myself. I am myself. And pro se, that's the prosecutors. That's who they are. They're that all capitals name. That's their name. You're committing fraud by using their name, by saying that that's you. That's why they're basically attacking you under that fringe flag. Do not infringe upon me. Just know, don't go in there. Let them drag you in there. It's easier to, protest and arrest. They can only hold you for 3 days, period, even if they do book you. You have a spine, you're sentenced, you're booked. That's all book stuff. I'll get into that in other videos, but just wanted to cover that. Magistrate, how they're using these words to trick you, But shout out to my subscribers, shout out to my haters. I'm over it. I'm doing me. Do you. What's up? Shout out to my subscribers. Y'all are flocking. I love it. Today I want to talk about how your mind is your goal, the alchemy, and how you're being mined for your goal. AU on the periodic chart is gold. You're the author, of your life. You're the authority. You don't drive a motor vehicle. You travel in an automobile. You don't have a signature which signs you out of nature. It's a sigil. Witches use. They don't lift the pins. It's cursive. You curse yourself with cursive. You have an autograph, not a signature. You have an aura. You're original. It's all electricity. It's your resonance. There's the vibration of these words. They have you casting spells on yourself and through the tele vision all day. The broadcasters. They have the forecast. The cast members. They're fishers of men. You got to understand where these people are coming from. They're evil. They don't give a damn about us. Period. They're stealing the fruits of your labor, for sure. They're taking that gold from you. Just every day they have. You have a dead man corporate name until the day you become a corpse. And they cast that spell on you. It's real easy. Every day you wake up. That's what you have a wake before. A wake is always before a funeral and always behind a ship. It's a wake, And then it's morning. Good morning. You're mourning. You're in mourning. It's deep. I want people to look into this. I want you to, don't ever take anybody's word for it. That's what the problem is now. People are just doing what they're told to do, doing what this government's telling them to do. You are the government, period. Government, burn is green. Go to the green mine is what government means. They're government employees. They work for us. We've just forgotten, to go check on our employees, make sure, they're doing their job, which they aren't. They're completely doing whatever they want to do, through maritime admiralty law. Time is money. That's why they say you're spending time. Somebody comes over, you're having company, mind your own business, married into good stock. All this is corporation spelling, all of it. It's the great bamboozle, for sure, And it's got to stop. It has to stop. It does. They're evil, man. They're sorcerers. They're wicked. It's all about money, I'm telling you. And they show the little symbols. You've seen the little videos where they show nuclear bombs on the money and stuff, the Twin Towers being attacked, all that. That's where they get to saying it's right on the money. They're people that make your words, that made the words back in the day. They're called the Phoenicians. That's why you have definitions of your words. I mean, I can't stress it enough how important these words are. It's vibrations. Every word has a vibration to it. No matter how it's spelled, it's how it leaves your mouth. There's tons of different ways to say the word two. You have the number two, you have TWO, TO, TOO, on, but it's still two when it leaves my mouth. Two is the vibration that leaves. It's like certain opera singers, they can hit that note to shatter that glass. So they're vibrating that glass. Every vibration has a certain effect. It's abracadabra, abrasion and vibration. The brah, Abraham, they're trying to tell you something. Sarah and Abraham, Abraham. You got to understand that they're tricking you with words. The word is God. John 1:1. Your word. Your words. Create. Very powerful. We are very powerful. They're scared to death when we find out how powerful we are. It's in your hands. It's a spiral. Everything is spiral. If tornadoes is spiral. Hurricane is spiral. Your fingertips is spiral. All of it. Spiral. Spiritual. You are in a trance. You pull into McDonald's, you see it says in trance. Science, seance. Then you go inside, Regis means king. Tor, creator, the Taurus field, the spiral. The Torah. I'm trying to tell you guys. You got a secret. You can put it all together in syncretism. You go inside, or you go to the Regis store, and you make some transactions. I'm getting way too into this. It's too deep. I have to cover this. Let's cover them all. Just words. You got to understand the power of words. I'll end today's video with that. Keep you on your seats, on the edge of your seats until the next one. Just look into it. Just get your Googling. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. I love y'all for real. Even my haters, I love y'all, man. I see you. You see me. Villa Elohim Ra. I'm gonna do a quick presentation on how the sun goes around the North Pole from Mount Meru. Mount Moriah, it's called many things. You can look it up, research it for yourself. It comes up from the North Pole.
Cool.
Like so. This would be the Earth plane right here. Mount Meru. And then at the top, you'd have the Tropic of Cancer. The sun is at its highest, the most high, 69 degrees in the sky. That's why they have at the North Pole, they'll have 6 months of daylight at the top because it's right there. It's doing a small circle. And then you'd have, right here would be the equator. So you have, right here, you have Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. This would be the equator. And then right here.
Oops. Recording. I'm going to call Richard.
We have
the guy on the motorcycle must have died because he's still out there, blocked off.
Tropic of Capricorn.
No.
Capricorn.
Oh shit.
And it's a bigger circle. You know, it goes around, it reaches out to Australia. It'd be winter here in America down here, and summer out there because it's reaching further out towards the ice wall. And up here, where it's a smaller circle, it'd be summer here in America. And then 6 months goes down. In 6 months, it goes up. You know, this is the tent, the tabernacle in the Bible they talk about. You know, and up here is where the Creator sits. It's called Demiurge. You know, it's where, and that creates a Taurus field. The Bible, the bull is the Taurus. If you look at this from the top down, you know, you get the bull's eye, the Taurus eye. You know, the magnetic stillness in the center, the eye of all spirals, the eye of the tornado, the eye of the hurricane. You know, everything spirals. Your fingertips spiral. You know, toilet water spirals, hurricanes, tornadoes, creator, Taurus, Torah, all these. You know, 6 months down, 6 months up, and as it does that, it slowly goes up and down. That every 6 months, and as it does, it creates the analemma. This is the analemma. Look that up. ANALEMMA. There's some beautiful, beautiful pictures of the analemma. You know, it proves we're not on a ball. Ladies and gentlemen, if we was on a ball spinning and the sun stood still, you know, it'd be flashing. The sun rotates around us, you know. It's just going away. It's just going by. It's just your perception, you know. Like when you look down a hallway, the walls come to a point, and the ceiling and the floor comes to a point, or a road. The horizon rises up to meet you. There's no curve. It's called a horizon because it's horizontal. It's not a curve-izon. There's no curve. You know, if there was a curve, airplanes would always have to have their nose tilted down, or they'd fly straight off into space. You know, it's just darkness. It's the highest vibration. You know, this is what's going on right here. It's going up and down that North Pole. 6 months, 6 months. The tabernacle, the tent. And that's how it works. Don't let anybody try to, you know, that's bullshit, you know. Hey, you know, this. Shout out to my subscribers, man. It's just plain and simple right there, you know, target. Don't even do it. But anyway, thanks for listening. You know, share this. I love y'all. My haters, you should really study this, especially Christians, man. This is from the Bible, you know, the Torah, Bhagavad Gita. You know, you got to read these books. You don't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to accept, you know, Torah. I'm not going to accept no bullshit. You know, if you're gonna try to debunk this, you're gonna come at me with some facts. You know, you're gonna show me something, show me some proof. You know, because I'll prove you wrong anytime. You know, this is it right here. Anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Stovilla Elohim Ra. You know,